little while since I featured a San Martin here on my channel. However, today we have a vintage inspired military aviation watch that is an homage to a Longines. This is from their Heritage collection, and it's inspired by a watch that Longines actually made for the British Royal Air Force. So let's flip the camera and take a look at an indirect homage to a historic watch. What San Martin have done here is create a really good-looking military-inspired watch that takes inspiration from the Longines Heritage military collection, a watch that was actually made for the Royal British Air Force. So this is a pilot's watch. However, it's not a direct homage to that watch. That watch had some speckles on the dial that were hand applied, so it was different for each watch. Also, the color of the dial a little bit different. This is more of a gold tone, I would call it, rather than a khaki tone. So really nice what they've done. It's also a little bit metallic. You have raised indices. Those are filled with black lume. And then you have blue colored hands. So all three of the hands, the hour, minute, and second hand, are in a blue tone. I believe that is a varnish or a paint. And those are filled with black lume as well, and I believe you get a little bit of lume on the second hand, just on the tip. There's just a touch of lume, but we will do a lume shot towards the end. Black lume, not very good, so I'm not expecting too much. You also have a minute track, and that is printed on the dial. This is a very good looking watch in my opinion. It just says San Martin right there, nothing else on the dial. I like that they resisted putting anything else on this watch. It's 100 meters of water resistance. You have a push-pull crown, NH35 inside. So this is an automatic movement. However, it's not incredibly thick. As you can see, even though it has an NH product inside, which is usually a little bit thicker than your Miyota movements and stuff like that. So not that bad. You have a screwed-in case back, which is sterile. Really a great choice. It's kind of in keeping with the military style. Really nice leather strap on here. You have quick release and some vintage stitching here, sort of cream colored stitching. And the buckle, of course, is a San Martin buckle, which is really nicely engraved, all polished, boxed, domed, sapphire crystal with AR coating. You can see the AR coating working really well in my studio lights. The side of the watch is brushed. You have polishing on the top. Everything is really nice and crisp. You have drilled lugs for quick change of strap. A large crown. You have a very big crown for a 38 millimeter watch. This is around a 38 millimeter watch. We'll do measurements really quickly. That Heritage military watch from Longines, also a 38 millimeter watch. So it makes a lot of sense. So 38.4 millimeters, 38.3 just about, 12 millimeter stick, and then the lug to lug, 48.3. That crown, a very big 6.9 millimeters for a 38.3 millimeter watch. That is excellent. I think I only have one complaint about this watch. There is a ghost date position. That's the only complaint I would have. You know, there is no date here. So if this was a date watch, obviously that would not be a problem. I prefer to have no date, and I would rather the ghost date position than having a date. So for me, it's really not a problem, but I could see how for some people that might be an issue. But like I said, for me, not a problem at all. This is a really great everyday watch. It's a watch that you could basically wear with anything. It's a military inspired watch, but it also, because it has that gold dial, kind of looks like a dress watch as well. It's something that will go with almost any outfit and definitely will fit under a cuff because it's about 12 millimeters thick. Excellent design. Obviously it is an homage, but it's not a direct homage, so I really like this a lot. $219 is what they're charging for this. An automatic, NH powered, military inspired watch with a beautiful dial, black lume. They really thoughtfully put this watch together. I really do like it. You also get 100 meters of water resistance. That's very important because it makes this a true everyday watch. You could shower with this watch on. You can go swimming with it. Really not that big of a deal. It doesn't have a screwed in crown, but you get that water resistance with the crown non-screwed in at 100 meters. That's great. Very quickly, let me throw it on my wrist. Then we will do a very quick lume shot and then wrap up the video. Today, I have on my newest acquisition. This is a Blancpain 50 Fathoms Aqua Lung, and I have to say, I am blown away that I even own this. I am so excited about it. It's a watch that I bought from Roman Sheriff at Luxury Bazaar, and I say from Roman, not from a Luxury Bazaar, because this was actually his personal watch. So I'm very excited to own it, and I will be releasing a video about that purchase and the experience of buying it, and of course sort of a light review on the watch and a little bit of history behind the watch as well, because I think that it's probably one of the most historic watches that I'll ever feature on my channel. So here is the San Martin on my 7.5-inch wrist. You can see it's a 38.3 millimeter watch. It's around 12 millimeters thick on this sort of natural colored leather strap with that cream stitching and that golden sort of tan dial. Looks beautiful. And the raised indices, everything about this watch really does work well. And like I said, it'll fit most wrists, and it's great for an everyday watch. Well, there you go. It's not terrible, but it's not going to win any records for lume. Black lume doesn't last very long, and it doesn't shine very bright. The fact that this has lume is great, so I'm happy about that. But even if they liberally applied black lume, it still wouldn't last very long, and it wouldn't be very bright. So here you go. You can see it's already fading. Either way, I'm very happy with this watch. For $219, I think it's a great deal, and the fact that it even has any lume is awesome. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of this watch? What do you think of the look of the Longines that I mentioned compared to this? Obviously, this is not a direct homage to that watch. However, looks very similar. And I think they make a direct homage to that watch, even with that speckle on the dial. This is not that. This is sort of its own thing, very similar to it, but not a direct homage. I like this a lot. I actually like it better than that watch, which I think is really cool. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. Please also don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. Please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is WatchChrisBlog, all one word. I have some links in the description. Those links are to Amazon. If you click those links and buy anything, it helps support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra. However, I very much appreciate it. Anyway, guys, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you in the next video.